Hi again everyone. I'm going to teach you all a really cool and easy trick to do. It's called 3 cards across, and what you'll need to do before the trick, you'll have to set up the deck by having 2 threes on the bottom of the deck and also 2 threes on top of the deck. So it's quite a basic setup, but if you don't do that then the trick won't work, so you need to make sure that you do that before you come to performing the trick. Okay, so when you come to performing, you want to start by doing some shuffles or some false cuts. But the bottom line is to keep those 2 cards on the bottom and the 2 cards on the top. So I could do a false cut, so that doesn't change the order of the pack anyway. A riffle cut, riffle shuffle, but making sure that those two threes go down first, and then those top threes go on last, so they stay in the same place. So just make it apparent that all the cards are really well shuffled, so that they think you have no idea where the cards are. Okay, you then put the cards or the deck onto the table, and you ask one spectator. I call him spectator 1 because in this trick you'll need 2 spectators. So spectator 1, you ask him to cut the deck 3 times, and you want to make a note of where the threes are. So he cuts there and there. So we've got 3 piles, and in my head I've noted down that the 2 threes are on the bottom of here and the 2 threes are on top of there. But he doesn't know that, or she. He or she doesn't know that. So you then ask him to take one of the 3 piles, and for example, he takes this pile. If he takes that pile, you the aim is to get a 3 on top of the deck. So if you took that pile, I'll put that on there, so that the 3 is on the top of the deck. If he took that pile, then I'll obviously put this pile on top of this one, so that the 3 is on top. But if he took the pile with the 3 on top, so if you took this pile here, then you'd put the pile with no 3s on top of this other pile with the 3s on bottom, and you'll just control that 3 to the top, just like that, with a little overhand shuffle. So you allow him to take 1 pile, and then you do what you have to do to make sure that you end up with a 3 on top of the piles that you've put together. Okay, so spectator 1 has this pile here. You then want to force that card onto this other 3, onto spectator 2, and what you do is you cut the deck, keep a pinky break at the cut, and you riffle down. Tell them to say stop. They say stop. No matter where they say stop, just take all the cards above the break and just pass that card to them. So that's a basic force, but it's very effective, and they won't know what you've done. So I advise for you to use that one. You don't actually want them to look at this card. So, but we obviously know it's a 3, but you don't want them to look at that. So you say, can you just put that in your pocket without looking at it, or just hold it in your hand like that. So sandwich it between their hands. So they've got one of the spectator 1's got their pile, and spectator 2's got their card. At this point, you want to explain to the spectator 1 that you want them to count their cards, but instead of just counting them like that, you say, I want you to count them like that. So 1, 2, 3, and you explain that is because when you count the cards like that, you often make a mistake. I know that's not really true, but just say that and they'll be like, okay, fair enough. So there's also another reason for you explaining why you want them to drop the cards, because when you show how to do it, so you only drop down 3 cards, so 1, 2, 3, and then no more or no less than 3 cards, just 3 cards, and then you pick them up and you put those 3 on top, but you actually form a pinky break under those 3 cards. So they think you're just showing them how to do it, but you've actually just formed a break under those 3 cards. So they go ahead and they count off their cards. So they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Also, it's good that they drop the cards because you want the cards not to be neat and tidy. You want them to be a bit muffled up like that. I don't know if that's a good word to use, muffled up, but you know what I mean. So they're not in a neat pile. So while they were doing that, you obviously had those 3 cards in pinky break, and while in the middle of when they were doing that, all that counting, you actually want to palm those 3 cards. So just push them against the your palm, and no one will see what you've done because they're all concentrating on them, you know, counting the cards. So once they've counted that, so I've forgotten how many they counted off now, but I'll put a number when I come to edit it or whatever. So you just push the cards off towards them, and what you've done is you've actually given them 3 more cards which you had palmed, but they won't see that. They will just think you're just pushing them towards them. You then say to spectator 2, can I have a look at your card and see what card you selected? And they'll see the 3 and they go, okay, seeing as that card was a 3, and you can also mention that they had completely free choice, but they randomly stopped on that 3. So you say, but seeing as there was a 3 there, I'm going to add 3 cards to that pile. So you just go 1, 2, 3, and that has added 3 cards to their pile. So they'll obviously count through their cards, and they'll have 3 more than they originally had. So they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So yeah, so it appears as though you've somehow added 3 cards to their pile without even knowing what card they would have. So that's really effective, a really effective trick, and it's not hard to do. So I hope you enjoyed that. Remember to give me thumbs up if you did like that. If you didn't, then give me thumbs up too. That would be great. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching. See ya.